Greetings, citizens. This is Lieutenant Commander Mr. Everything coming at you with an important announcement from the UEE Navy. The 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron, the Lions, is recruiting. Be a part of something great. Join now. We are looking for new and veteran players. The 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron is a UEE Navy carrier-based squadron. If you're looking for a disciplined, well-trained unit, join now. Not only do we want combat professions, but we need first-person marine experts, merchants, miners, salvage. All professions are welcome in the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. Our mission is to protect the UEE and its citizens. Join the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. Expected missions would be anti-piracy, anti-smuggling, fleet protection, search and rescue, convoy escort, bounty hunting, exploration, mining, salvage, asset protection, cargo hauls, to name a few. Join now and see the galaxy. We have an organization page on the RSI website, as well as the forums in Spectrum, and we have our very own Discord. Role-playing is encouraged, but not mandatory. The galaxy awaits. Join now. Whether you're casual or competitive, we're looking for committed players. We're based on a World War II U.S. Navy Air Squadron theme. Our focus are carrier-based craft, with our primary being the Sabre. But all ships are needed and wanted in the squadron. We would like to have a wide variety of ships to allow all kinds of gameplay. Visit now your local Navy recruiter and join the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. The squadron is growing. Visit our recruiter at robertspaceindustriescom/orgs/1NAS to become a member of something great. Greetings, citizens. This is Lieutenant Commander Mr. Everything coming at you with an important announcement from the UEE Navy. The 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron, the Lions, is recruiting. Be a part of something great. Join now. We are looking for new and veteran players. The 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron is a UEE Navy carrier-based squadron. If you're looking for a disciplined, well-trained unit, join now. Not only do we want combat professions, but we need first-person marine experts, merchants, miners, salvage. All professions are welcome in the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. Our mission is to protect the UEE and its citizens. Join the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. Expected missions would be anti-piracy, anti-smuggling, fleet protection, search and rescue, convoy escort, bounty hunting, exploration, mining, salvage, asset protection, cargo hauls, to name a few. Join now and see the galaxy. We have an organization page on the RSI website, as well as the forums in Spectrum, and we have our very own Discord. Role-playing is encouraged, but not mandatory. The galaxy awaits. Join now. Whether you're casual or competitive, we're looking for committed players. We're based on a World War II U.S. Navy Air Squadron theme. Our focus are carrier-based craft, with our primary being the Sabre. But all ships are needed and wanted in the squadron. We would like to have a wide variety of ships to allow all kinds of gameplay. Visit now your local Navy recruiter and join the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. The squadron is growing. Visit our recruiter at robertspaceindustriescom/orgs/1NAS to become a member of something great.
All right, testing. Yep, okay, everything looks up and running. All right, everybody. How's everybody doing this evening? My name is Derek, and I'm coming at you with some Star Citizen. If I can get my mouse pointer in the right spot. There we go. All right, so we are continuing on with our resource drive to assist the various corporations in this dire time of the regen crisis. And so I'm doing my part, carrying cargo back and forth. When I can, because sometimes these cargo elevators don't work. But sometimes they do. And I played this afternoon. I ran 2 missions. And
Space Industries. Enjoy the work. System check.
I got a little story to tell you about those 2 missions. They both, first of all, the elevator worked on both of those missions, which I was aghast. I was like, oh my gosh, these elevators are working. So, and I was on the European server, so I decided tonight I logged into the European server, hoping for more of the same. But we'll see, because my understanding is they're broke all over the place.
Takeoff complete.
I think the desktop volume might be just a little high. Lowered it there a little bit. There we go. Got my little volume for my headset and my lever on the side of my ear cup.
Landing gear raised.
Okay, so the story was I was getting a little, I guess I was so excited for the mission to actually function that I forgot that there's a danger from other players, right? I just assumed that everyone would be playing to try to accomplish something, right? And not playing to be a griefer or a dick, right? I know they exist in the game. I know it happens from to certain players, but I wasn't expecting it because I hadn't run into a griefer in a number of months. So it wasn't anywhere near my thought process. So I picked up my cargo and I jumped back to Crusader, and I was trying to get to a
Shields off.
what's the word? I was trying to get to a my drop off because I had picked up the cargo, and I had to go to these orbital markers to get around the planet because the space station was on the other side of the planet. And I like to use the orbital markers at, it doesn't even look like I'm moving. Oh, wait. Where am I? Am I in another solar system? Uh-oh. Stanton. Yeah, I'm out at space. I need to get back to Crusader. Why did I jump out into here? Did I pick the orbital marker for another planet? Okay. I don't know. I might have. Let's go ahead and jump back to Crusader. When we get close to this collect shipment, I'm going to drop out. Now hopefully I can go straight to this moon. Yellow. Okay, so I went to one of these orbital markers, and then I got jumped by somebody by the name of Gigolo or Gigaho or something like that. I mean, I didn't really get a chance to look at his name because, like, whenever you're using quantum travel, your shields are down. Just like right now, my shields are down. So as soon as I came out of quantum, like within 5 seconds, he was shooting me. And I think he was in a Gladius. I'm just trying to remember. But he was firing on me. The first thing that was going through my mind was, why is this guy shooting at me? You know, he didn't even communicate with me. He didn't scan me. Okay, it's not doing the old collect. Let's cancel this. Let's go to collect. Route, a new route. And within a few moments, I was realizing, I was like, "Oh crap! I'm being shot at for no apparent reason. I mean, this guy was just being a dick, right?" So I said, "Okay, well, I'm in a cargo ship. I'm not really set up to fight, so I figured I would just quantum out to the next waypoint. But guess what? I couldn't. So I have this feeling, I mean, I don't know, I didn't look around, I didn't like take in my surroundings, but I have a feeling that there was a quantum interdictor in the area as well, maybe a mantis or something. Keeping me from entering quantum. And then after another 5 seconds or so, my ship was starting to turn red. And I considered like raising my shields and fighting back, and then my ship exploded. And I was like, okay, well, he blew my ship up. And he might have collected, well, first of all, he didn't collect anything because he was in a fighter. So he's not collecting any cargo. But if he was with, like, a mantis or a second ship, they might have gathered up my cargo and you know, without any effort, without any time invested in the game, they probably got 100 tons of cargo or so, or whatever. No, about 50 tons, I guess, is about what I had on me. Is that a landing leg? No, okay, that looks like it's supposed to be on there. It kind of doesn't, but you know. I'm just curious if there's stuff preventing cargo from coming up on this because there's people leaving their stuff all over the place. Like assholes. This is a form of griefing, in my opinion. When you fly to a landing pad and then you rage quit, or you backspace, or you log out, or whatever you do, leaving your ship on the pad or even in the vicinity of the pad, you're kind of an asshole. Like if I just got frustrated right now and quit, this would be a dick move, leaving my ship like right there. So on the second load, I paid close attention to where I was going and what I was doing. And, see, this Argo raft is blocking the elevator. So is it... Did he just show up? Press the wrong button. I think she realized what's going on. Hey, Sean. That's an awesome shot. Okay, let's see if that works. Oh, she's helping. I hope that fixes it. Crap. See, now she was trying to help. She was like, because she wants cargo out of that cargo elevator as well. And I'm noticing my FPS is not like it was this afternoon when I was playing. When I was playing this afternoon, I had great FPS, and only twice did I concern myself with it, but twice the elevator worked. So what we're gonna do? Whoa, dude, what the hell? I'm gonna server swap. And this is why I chose this ship, right? does carry some cargo, not a whole lot, but it does carry. It carries like 50 tons. You know, actually that's not true. It can carry 100 if you position everything just right. So I could carry 100 tons. So I could take a large cargo load, fill up this cargo hold, and abandon the other cargo just for the tonnage. And then I just abandon it after I submit what I submit. You know what? We're going to try that on this next mission. I'm going to try to maximize my cargo hold. Okay, let's see if this is far enough away. I don't know what it is about me, but I like getting close to hills and stuff like that before. But right now I'm just going to land out in the open. Nobody's going to find me here, because I won't be on the server, but maybe another couple minutes. So, Sean, how you doing, my man? I hope you're doing all right. See, I blend in with my Microtech camo patterns.
System off.
Yeah, so my point is, this afternoon I played a couple of times. Well, played once, but took 2 loads. The first load I took, I made it all the way back to Crusader, and then I got jumped by a fighter and blown up. And I don't even know why he did it, because he can't take the cargo in a fighter. He did it just for the giggles. Now, if he had a friend with him with a cargo ship, they could have picked up my extra cargo. I was referring to when you were looking up at the sky. The scenery almost looked like the artwork of Simon Schalanog. See, if I had my ship AI up and running, I would say, ship AI, record that for later. And then I'll check it out. Okay, looking at my FPS, it is through the roof. Okay. What I mean by that is it was over 60. Which is pretty darn good. Okay, so we're not even going to try to complete the mission. What I'm going to try to do now is to fill my cargo hold with 100 things of cargo. I don't know if I can do it, but it'll be less trips. Crusader. Heavy shipment. You see, that's 7236. I won't be able to do all of it. Unless I make 2 trips. I might be able to make 2 trips. If I find a cargo elevator that works, it might be worth my time to do 2 trips.
Swiss industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
Select shipment. Okay, it's in a good spot.
Shields are off. Landing gear raised.
On Daymar. When I say it's on a good spot, I was saying that my nose angle was high enough that I was going to gain altitude.
Auto drive is now on.
When it's low on the horizon, you know, I've got to climb before I can shoot across.
Auto drive is now off.
It's on the other side, maybe on the daylight side.
Auto drive is
I
now
think I've got a walker on the ship as well. I'll take that out and just abandon it because it takes up too much space on the ship, and it doesn't allow for. I mean, it's great for moving cargo long distances, but it's not good for fine-tuned placement.
Quantum drive is now off.
Hard to see the range. Okay, I got it. We're doing okay. We're slowing down okay.
Shields are on.
When I turn my shields off, and I get out of what's called nav mode, I have a maximum velocity of 190. No, 199 or something like that. This is a good sign. And then when I lower my gear, I have a maximum velocity of 30.
Landing gear deployed.
This is a good sign. Elevator, please work. If not, we'll just go to another one. Nope, okay, I don't have my walker here. That's good. I was gonna have to abandon it anyway. Okay, I'm crossing my fingers now. When I drag this box over there, I wonder if it's gonna say overloaded or not. This is the moment of truth. It doesn't say. Yeah. It doesn't say that it's blocked or there's like a med pen on the elevator or something causing it to not load or something. See, even okay, I got the 0 of 120 up there, right? 120 being the maximum it can carry. This right here is 4 million micro SCU. A micro SCU, I think, is like 1,000th of an SCU. So like this right here being, wait, this says 4 million. This says 4 million. They all say 4 million. That doesn't sound right to me. Okay, well, failure. I just noticed on one of your readings it reads Celsius. Oh, the temperature of the planet is set at 44 degrees negative 44 degrees Celsius. Yeah. I don't think I can change that. I don't think it'll let me. You know, let's take a gander. I don't mind looking. I don't mind fiddling around with my settings. Okay. Cinematic camera, vibration camera, spring, show hints. Wait a second. I thought I had that on. Okay, I got control hints on, but not just show hints. I'll turn that on. Subtitles. No. Dialogue. I don't need subtitles. Cockpit audio subtitles. Ship entry labels. Repeat delay. Repeat rate. Sprint. Actually, I think sprint toggle might be a good thing for me. I'm going to turn that on. Crouch, just because I'm playing with limited fingers right now. Display input icon, highlight mode, lean, crosshair, automatic slowdown on. Okay, this is flight. HUD, advanced HUD and nav and labels, course prediction, HOTAS, ESP, VJoy, dead zone. Oh, I've got a aim nudge. I don't ever do any salvaging, but it's got it set at 1. Yeah, let's lower that a little bit. Okay, weapons. Magnified UI on. Precision lines on. Staggered fire on. Lag pips. Fading pips. Manual gimbal mode. Target locked. Look ahead. A lot of settings, buddy. A lot of settings. Turret, driver, G-force, afterburners, camera shake, recoil, show party names, social. Okay, it's not there. Emissions. Okay, I'm at the bottom. Okay, you can always ask Grok about that option, can't we? I could if I had activated Grok yet. I haven't activated it yet. I'm not a pro member. Wait a second, I know maybe I left those there. QR code. Okay, I don't see anything there. It's not audio or controls or key binding, and it's not a head tracking issue. So they don't have that choice. I don't think I've ever seen it. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anything but Celsius. Now, Chris Roberts, the designer of the game, the CEO, he's British, right? So you would think he would use Fahrenheit. He used to live in the U.S. I think he has dual citizenship, U.S. and the U.K. Now, I tried something earlier and it worked. I took 2 missions. I took a medium and, well, actually I took 3 missions because I had my Carrick with me. But in this case, I think I'm going to take small, medium, and large. Right? Because they don't overwrite each other. There we go. So now I've got 3 missions. And I've got the heavy tracked. If this doesn't work, I can just immediately go to the medium.
Just to see the ping that you were pulling out of the contract. I don't really know. Hey,
Landing gear.
it's okay. We'll figure out something.
There are no options to change the Fahrenheit or change the measurement system from metric. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think there was. It's pretty cool that Grok knows about the game. You know, and the settings. That's pretty cool. And it probably didn't take a long time for it to think about it. I.e., search the web. It probably just knew. Are we going back to yellow? We're going back to yellow. Oh, this might help. Am I not high enough? Maybe I'm not high enough. Some of these moons have more atmosphere than others. It was my go-to when I played Skyrim to ask about certain mods. Yeah, Cool, cool, cool.
Auto drive is now on. Auto drive is now off.
Yeah, now the downside for getting blown up by that griefer, juggalo, or jigaho, or whatever it is, it went by so fast that I didn't really get a chance to
Auto drive is
notice it. It said you were blown up by this guy. That says deliver. I could have swore I saw multiple collects over here, but either way, we'll just go to one of them.
Auto drive is now on.
I respawned, but I respawned all the way back at New Babbage, because I didn't reset my respawn point, and I still haven't. So if I die again, I'm going to be going all the way back to New Babbage. And my ships weren't there; they were here.
Auto drive
So, so I had to claim my ship and wait for it to be delivered. Which, that's fine. It was only like 2 minutes.
shields are on.
Yeah, and I've been thinking, probably this weekend, I'm gonna dedicate a few hours, alone time on my flight model tutorial. I'm going to explain how to fly, basic concepts of the flight model and stuff. Not how to be good at it, just knowing the mechanics. This might be considered a little close. Okay, this isn't a large load. This is a medium load. Nope, I got two. I got a small and a heavy at the same elevator. That's weird. Shit. Neither one works. Small and the heavy doesn't work here. Now, I watched a guy stream today. Um, it wasn't live, it was just a recorded stream. And I only watched maybe 30 minutes of it. He's brand new. He's only been playing for like 3 days. Something like that. And, you know, he's making mistakes and he doesn't know how to do this or how to do that. And he's got a guy walking with him, pointing things out. Like, this is how you do this. And he's like, well, how do I open my map? Well, this is how you do it. And I was like, that's pretty cool. At least he's got a guy going around with him, like a guide going around with him, showing him the ropes. And I was like, that he's lucky. He's very lucky. Not all of us have that as an opportunity. You know? And he wanted to go out and shoot something. So they decided that they were going to take a mercenary mission. And the mercenary mission that they took was to go shoot animals, which I think is a really good starter, almost like a tutorial type mission for him. And
Landing gear raised.
so he buys a gun and they go out on the mission. And once they get there and they find some of these copians, which are basically wolves, when you find these copians, his buddy asked him, hey, did you buy any ammo? And he was like, no. He's like, okay. So he only had one magazine. So they used their ship weapon to gun the copians down, which, you know, it's a technique. But it got me excited to do something other than this cargo. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, here it is. No, that's not it. Why are you in red? You're in white. You're in white. Why is this in red? Is it? I have accepted it. I go. There's no values here. Hold on. Deliver amount. Just says deliver amount. These guys say 0 of 2 or 0 of 72. Why does this say deliver amount? It doesn't matter. I'm abandoning all of them. I'm not risking it. Yeah. The amount thing was throwing me off. See, now that's got some amount. Oh, it went to red. Huh. Very odd. Oh, that is very odd. Or at least I think
I just saw that you're unable to complete the contract. I hope everything's okay. Talk soon.
Oh, I don't have it tracked. Okay, track. Right. I'm a little confused. It asked me to go right back to where I was. Nope. And I can't click. This. Because I should be able to click it here and it would take me to my destination. Or is Crusader. Yeah, there's something wrong with that other mission. At least these stay white and they have the amounts on there.
I'm really sorry you weren't able to complete this contract, but I understand. We all get busy.
That elevator's not going to work. You sent me right back to the exact same spot I was at. Nope, that's not true. Okay, so it's on the other side of the world.
Shields are off.
What do we got? I'll ask you. I'm past curious. If you forgot to choose to close your cargo door and then realized it when you were in the pilot seat, can you close the cargo door from the pilot seat? The answer is yes. I have a button that's called close or open. You can toggle it. The exterior. I don't do it. I mean, I like doing it. Sometimes I'll open the door and then I'll be able to, because it not only opens all the exterior doors, but it opens all the doors on the ship. So I could just get out of the cockpit and just run straight through the ship without waiting for any interior doors, and I can just get out the back. The problem is it bricks my elevator ladder,
Bottom drive is now off.
and I can't access my ladder if I use that ability. It's I don't know what it is. Some kind of problem with this ship. So I don't do it. I stopped doing it because at first I thought I didn't know what was causing it, but then I did it a couple of times and it bricked the elevator every time. So I was like, aha, it's got to be that open exterior door prompt. Got some craters over here. Hopefully that ship is underway and not just blocking the way. Because if it's just blocking the way, then it's just being a griefer, basically just being an asshole. But if it is, if the person, yeah, it doesn't look like there's, almost looks like it's upside down. Well, watch this. Hold my beer. What kind of truck is that? If that fits in my cargo hold, I'm going to take it. Okay, I don't see anybody walking around with cargo. I don't see any cargo attached to the ship. I've got a wedge.
Landing complete. Takeoff complete.
I hit the wrong button. I love low gravity. Man's got to do what a man's got to do. That's right. Well, let's see if that vehicle, well, I'm going to check cargo first. And then I'm going to see if that vehicle, if I can even get into it. I might not be able to. It might be one of those padlocked or whatever. Okay, this is a large load. Okay, I was just wondering. Nope, oh well. Okay, this is going to be a problem. Engine's on. Oh, there it goes. I don't. What the hell am I running into? I don't think it's gonna fit. I think that cockpit's gonna fit. You think it's wide enough? I think it's wide enough. It's got a little bit of a bounce to it. I don't know. Something's not right about it. Look at that, look at that, I got it in there. This was not a busted trip. I don't even know what that vehicle is, but I got it. Mine now. Problem is, now it's filling up my cargo hold.
I'm really sorry you weren't able to complete this contract, but I understand. We all get busy. I just saw that you're unable to complete the contract. I hope everything's okay. Talk soon.
Landing gear raised.
Okay, I'm gonna take this vehicle to my home base of New Babbage, and then it'll stay in my inventory. All right, New Babbage. Finders keepers. That's right.
Shields are off.
Uh-oh. 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 I'm gonna give it a few seconds. I am locked. Ugh. Just caught in the middle of calibrating. Can't press any buttons. Task manager, Star Citizen, end task. Hopefully it'll put me right back on my ship in space. I'm going to check the cargo hold to see if that vehicle is still there. Fly back to my home base. I've been thinking maybe I could do some... Okay. The next patch is already in testing. There are people showing videos of what's in the next patch. And they're showing that this event is going to continue into the next patch. So it's not going to be a cutoff. That's what I'm about to find out. I might have lost everything. But usually if you crash out and you log back in fast enough, it'll put you right back where you were. I don't know if I did or not, but we're about to find out. But in the next patch, they're releasing a new combat zone, which I'm going to participate in. You are an investigator. You're hired to go into a... Hey, look at this, guys. We're in space.
Enjoy the ride. System check.
And I'm spooling at 0%. Okay, so let's
Shields on.
turn that off. Okay, we're about to find out. Aha! There she blows. All right. Yeah, it's a continuation of the resource drive. It's just, instead of collecting resources, now you're on the other end, still trying to help, but now you're
Shields off.
trying to find out what kind of criminal activities this scientist is doing.
Auto-drive is now on.
Now we've got a little ways to go. It usually takes about 5 minutes or so to fly there. So what I'm trying to get at is, even though the elevators are broken and it's hit or miss on whether or not you can actually get into the elevators and do the work, at least now I don't have to feel like I need to rush. So this is as far as I've gotten with Microtech. And this is as far as I got with Crusader. I could do some more on Microtech and try to help out the numbers, but we are so far behind Hurston. It's crazy. Arcor is right behind Crusader. They're close. We're close as well, but not like them. But I'm trying to get to 777 with Crusader because I think they have probably the best skin for my ship. I think it's pretty much the same skin. I think it's almost pretty much exactly the same skin, but instead of the baby blue, I think it's more of a navy blue on the blue trim or whatever. This one's not bad. Not bad at all, actually. But that's the only reason why I'm helping Crusader is because I want the skin. But Microtech is my home. We're at 21 gigameters. Yeah, and I think there might even be a button in the cockpit. There's engine, power. See, there it is. Open exterior. Is that my self-destruct? I don't know. Now I should be able to look down at my radar and roll my wheel. Yeah, I can. I just saw it happen. There we go. To extend the range of my radar. We're starting to slow down. You probably heard it.
Quantum drive is now off.
And I'm looking for the triangle that's actually a baseball home plate looking icon. Or maybe a pentagon. Okay.
Quantum drive is now on.
Oh, can they claim it? Yes, they can claim it on their insurance. If they rented it, no. If they bought it
Quantum drive
at
is
one
now
of the
off.
at one of the kiosks, right, in game, if they bought it in game with in-game currency, you can only file an insurance claim. My understanding is you can only file an insurance claim if you have insurance on it. So you'd have to add insurance. Now, if they bought it with real money from like the website, then they can always claim it through insurance. It's like lifetime insurance. There was a big deal. There was a huge deal about 5 years ago where I'm a little confused on. There we go. Which way was up? Okay.
Shields are.
There was a big deal. The community was up in arms. Some ships you bought on the website there we go. It was getting a little loud. Oh, sure, absolutely. I don't mind. I don't mind doing that at all. But yeah, if they bought it on the website. Oh wait, back up. The kerfuffle that was going on was some ships were coming with what they call LTI, which is lifetime insurance, and other ships and vehicles were coming with like 5 years of insurance or 10 years of insurance. And so people were buying ships, cheap ships, like a motorcycle or something super inexpensive with real money. That as long as it came with lifetime insurance, right? Let's say they bought a Dragonfly, which is a motorcycle, and it came with lifetime insurance. They would buy like 20 of these things. And then they would sell them when a new ship came out that didn't have lifetime insurance on it, right? Because a person could buy the Dragonfly with lifetime insurance, and then they could upgrade. They could upgrade their motorcycle to that new ship and keep the lifetime insurance. The insurance would transfer. And so people were willing to pay that premium to get the lifetime insurance. Okay? Because the community is stupid. Okay? You probably know this. One person might be smart, but when you put 10 people together, they're actually kind of stupid. And that's kind of what happened, right? The community was so stupid. They had FAFO, like you're talking about, fear of missing out, FAMO or whatever, that they FOMO, right? That they would, I've got to get lifetime insurance, I'm going to be playing this game for more than 10 years. I've got to be able to, and so they were willing to pay that extra $40 to get lifetime insurance. But then there was those people out there that preyed on the idiot community, and they bought, like I said, they bought like 20 of these motorcycles so that they could sell them at a premium to people that were afraid of losing out on lifetime insurance. Oh, got to turn on the engine. Yeah, there's enough room. I just have to drive straight next time. This is a truck. You're supposed to be able to carry cargo in the back of this truck. Come on. No. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. That's my fault. This is a recharge station. Not really, but it says storage something on the floor. Storage. And I still got the Argo, whatever that is over there, the Pisces on the side, and so that by itself was not that big of a deal. People didn't really care, right? I'm getting ready to. I'm gonna go ahead and log out because I was gonna not for long. I'm just gonna log out because I was gonna jump servers anyway. To see if I can't find a working elevator, or whatever. And plus, when I go to the website, after a short amount of time, it's going to log me out anyway. So just bear with me. I'm just going to exit to the menu. And then I'll pull up the website. Now, real money, the website sells vehicles and stuff like that for real money. Where in-game, there's an in-game kiosk you could go to. Every planet is different on what ships they offer. But there's in-game. You can rent ships for like a week or a couple of days or whatever, and that's cheap as hell. Or you can buy it outright in the game with in-game currency. That's usually hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of credits, depending on the ship. And then you could buy on the website. So bear with me. I'm gonna maybe if I could spell Robert Space Industries. Let's see if it auto logs me in. Okay, it logged me in. Wait a second, what's going on with my live stream software? Hold on. Okay, it was having issues. Let's go to center display. Bam. Okay. This is the RSI or Robert Space Industries website. Um, yeah, that's right. That's close enough. Okay. They got the various news things going on, but race for Stanton, that's what we're doing, or that's what I've been doing. The ship showdown is in effect. What that is just throwing this out there. It's a vote, right? So the community gets in there and votes on what ships you like the best. And then they take the top 16 ships, and then they have another competition for those 16 ships, and then they finally narrow it down to, I think, 4 ships. And then once they have decided the 4 ships, every year they make a best in show skin that if you own that ship, you get the skin, right? And I've gotten a couple of them, uh, purple and like they even did a Halloween one that was like green. Yeah, they did some crazy ones. The Meteor's a new ship that they released. The Racer Stand and a new player's guide, like to help you out with a tutorial. But your question was shopping, right? You said how much do the vehicles cost? Well, let's go look at shopping. Let's go to the pledge store because you're not, this is kind of a trick on words, but you're not buying the ship, you're pledging to the game. A lot like a Kickstarter. You're making a pledge. You Some people say you're promising, but really you are paying and receiving. So it's to me it's buying. But okay, you could do game packages, you could do ships, you can paints, merchandise, blah blah blah. Add-on, subscriber shop. I think vehicles are considered ships. So yeah, like ground, right? So if we wanted to narrow it down to just ground. Now you remember these atlases that are all over the landing zones, and you can just walk up and pick one up. They're $40 a piece, right? The Geo has a jump jet, so it can actually jump in low gravity. There's a Cyclone, the Centurion. So you're taking a look for yourself. I'm not going to be able to really go over every single vehicle that there is because there's a lot. Um, I think I want to get an STV and keep it in my ship. I already own an Ursa. That's not all the vehicles. Maybe that's okay. Unavailable for purchase. Let's uncheck that. Let's check the unavailable for purchase because there are vehicles that that looks very familiar. I think that's one I was just in, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I just had. That's what I have. That I just borrowed. It has a 4SU flatbed. Yeah, that's the one. Right. Um, it apparently is not available for purchase. Okay, that's enough of that. Man, how many times can you zoom in? I don't want to do that. Okay. Now, when will I ever need it? I don't think I'll ever need it. But I could throw some players on the back there, and we could do like a ground assault, like an armor personnel carrier with no armor. Uh, it shows all these trucks running around carrying 4 boxes. Um, I think it's totally like it's just ridiculous, in my opinion. Um, yeah, let's see if there is a. We got the G12 in concept, so it's not ready to be fought, or you know G12A, the Lynx. This is one I really really want. It's flight ready, but it's unavailable for purchase. You can only get this with a Phoenix. If you buy a Phoenix, you get a Lynx. It's in the cargo hold. The reason why I want it is because it's an armor personnel, like an all-terrain vehicle, right? It says max crew of 2, but that I would think it has like a little cargo area. Um, they're showing luxury there. But I think it's low profile enough, low ground height, that it's got a gun that slides off to the side, so it should fit inside my Zeus. It should be able to fit inside my Zeus. I tried see right there, there's the Phoenix, and it comes with the Phoenix. I thought about picking up, or I already have, let me rephrase that. I already have an Ursa. This guy right here. This comes with my Carrack, right? I thought it was low enough profile to get inside my my Zeus, but I think part of the problem is it's too wide. It doesn't fit through the cargo bay door, so it's a failure. Okay. So is there something you wanted to see? Did you want to see game packages, or specifically ships, or what did you want to see? Could you show us that vehicle in the marketplace? Um, yeah. Um, yeah, if you look at my what's a good explorer ship? Oh, that's the Carrack is the best explorer ship, but it's also very expensive. So let's get to the ships. Cause like, do you want it to be a crew of 1, and then you're just gonna go fly around to different worlds, or do you want to have it filled? I'm going to hit both. You want it filled. Um, there should be a thing called roll, right? Okay, here we are. Exploration. Like the 315P, it's been around a long time. It's kind of like a fighter. You got the 400, that's touring. I don't really consider this exploration. Um, or I don't even really consider that exploration. Or that. 890 jump? No, that's luxury. And I would never recommend an Aurora to any player at all, ever. The Pisces, it's only listed as exploration because it goes inside of a Carrack, and the Carrack is the Explorer. Um, and that's the Carrack that I have. See how it's, to some people, that's prohibitively expensive, right? And then there's the Carrack Expedition, it's $25 more. I'm not sure, and these are supposed to be, see these fold up antennas? Those are supposed to be able to locate and track jump points. And you're supposed to be able to, yeah. Now here's the combo. Okay, well, I must have got mine early enough because I think I got this as an early backer. Yeah, or this. What's the difference? Oh, this is just a Carrack with it. This is a Carrack Expedition. I think maybe this is the one I have. But I would say the Aquila, probably. There's the Emerald. Okay, I don't know. I'm not really sure about the Emerald. Oh, Phoenix. It's a Phoenix. The Phoenix is a yacht. Think of it like a luxury ship. I wouldn't really consider it exploration. But the Aquila is built for exploration. The Corsair is a really good cargo transport / combat ship. It was nerfed recently because it was too powerful. The Dur. The Dur. Not the Scout. The Scout, I don't know about the Scout, but the Dur is built on the Freelancer hull, and the Freelancer is a cargo ship, but the Dur was like modified to be more exploration. It might be the Dur, depending on what kind of price value you're looking at. Or, of course, the ship that I have, the Zeus, but I don't have the ES. The ES is exploration and scouting or something like that. I don't have this one. I have the CL. The CL is like cargo and logistics. This is my ship. I love my ship. Believe it or not, I really like my ship. And this one, I think, yeah, it's got a bridge crew of 3. Probably has the same remote turret. The cargo bay might be a little bit different. Let me see. Yeah, cargo's only 32 SCU. Mine is 120. So you could see that it's probably, the cargo is probably a lot smaller. Speed, it looks like it's a little bit faster because mine is what, 199? This one is 205, so it's a little bit faster. Weapons and Yeah, that's all the same. Width and height and length is all going to be the same because it's the same hull. X-ray. Yeah, you can barely see. Let's see, is there a wireframe? What is that? So bright you can't really see into it. Let's go to X-ray. Yeah, you can't really, even though I pretty much know everything about my ship, you can't really, because look how big that cargo hold looks like, and that's, that's not correct. Um, but if I was to do an alternate to that, I might look at either the Aquila or the Der. I'm just curious about the Der. Oh, it doesn't have that much cargo either. Huh. You're supposed to be, but it's going to have good scanners. But scanning, stealth, exploration mechanics are not really in the game. They're kind of just tacked on right now. You like the look of the dirt? There's a variant matrix. See, we're not really sure what this means. We know it has a quantum drive, and it has a jump module. That's good. It's got fuel. That's always good. It's got thrusters. It's got a power plant and 2 shield generators. Yeah. Oh, it has a scanner. Yeah, we don't know what any of that is. Well, this one is 135. Now, if I was to go back to the plate, oh, here it is, game packages. Because, like, if you don't have the game, you can't just buy a ship and then log into the game. You have to have a game package. But they allow you to choose which game package you want, which comes with a game. A ship, I'm sorry. So you could always go with something small. Okay, this is a big option, right? Go with something small, like maybe this Mustang. And then what you do, once you've got your game package, which, what does this come with? Just as an example, this is 45 bucks. 45 bucks, you're in the game. You'll have a Mustang. You'll have, remember what I was talking about, lifetime insurance? This one comes with 6-month insurance. which, don't be stupid. They've already said if you pay money for something, you'll always be able to claim it. So that's kind of like, it's kind of like unlimited insurance. You'll come with a self-land hangar that is old. They don't have self-land hangars anymore. You now have either a medium, a small, a large, or an ultra large hangar, and the style of the hangar is based on your home planet that you choose. So this is old information. Now you'll start with 10,000 UEC, and the game starts it as a digital download. Okay, but now once you get the ship in your account, you go to something called ships. Let me think about this. Might be over here. This is not other. Ship upgrades. Here we go. So ship upgrade. And you notice how it auto-populated with all of my ships. So I've got my Zeus CL, and it tells me its value. This is not necessarily how much I paid for it. See, it's just how much CIG, how much value that the company, puts on that ship. So if I don't, let's say they consider my Comet to be more valuable than my Zeus. I don't, but they do. But let's say I took my Saber Comet. Let me click on it, right? Now, and in your case, as an example, you would have the Mustang as a choice, and you would click on it. And then over here, you would have options to trade up to. So like, let's say I want the Taurus. It's gonna, if I click it, you can see it's gonna cost me $15. I would lose my Comet, I would gain the Taurus, and I would spend $15. Mainly because it's the difference in the value, right? You can't go low. So I can't take my Comet. Well, this is not true. There is a way to do it. But normally you can't take the Comet and then pick something that's only 100 and then gain $85. No, you can't do that. And I have been thinking about getting a Taurus, actually. I really have been. Okay, the Andromeda is the baseline constellation, and that one's 240. Why is that so much more expensive than the Taurus? The Taurus is like the cargo transport. See, medium freight. What is this one? Medium freight gunship. Oh, because it has probably bigger and better guns. And I also heard that in the last patch, the Taurus was nerfed because it was way too powerful. Now, here, look at this, Aquila. Okay, so so even though you can't get the Aquila in a game package, you can get the game package with the ship and then upgrade to the Aquila, and you'll still have your game package, but now you'll also have the Aquila. So it's a way, it's just a workaround to build whatever package you want, basically. So having explained that, now let me show you something else. There should be something called It might not be here. Okay, it might be in my account. So let me pull my account up, right? And if you look, I've got store credit of $13.80. So, oh, you can't see that. My camera's in the way. How about that? There you go. I also have some UEC of 71,000. And I also have some REC of 89. Now, REC is something, it's virtual currency in a virtual game. So think of it like Xbox points or something. I can only spend REC inside of Arena Commander, which is a game inside the game. So, like if I join a match in Arena Commander, you will earn REC, and then that REC can be spent on ships and guns and stuff like that in the game. So it's a totally separate thing. UEC is the game in the current in the game in the real game, the live game or whatever. Now, you might have seen on my account when I pull up my mobiGlass that I had over 1,000,000 credits. That's because since the last patch, I've earned more UEC. But if the game crashes, or not crashes, that's not what I meant, resets, like if they decide to do a wipe and just clean the economy up, change the prices of everything, take all their bought ships away and basically just bring it back to default, I would have 71,000 UEC in my pocket. Not 1,000,000 or whatever it is. And then that would be basically my living fund, right? Now remember if you remember when you bought that Mustang, it gave you 10,000. Well, that would go right there. You'd have 10,000. And then uh if you use my refer a friend code, which is right there, right there. If you use that code, you get an additional 5,000 for free, right? So I get a referral point. Yay. Okay. So the reason why I went to my account was not because of I wanted to show you that, but since it was there, I decided I'd show you. Right here where it says my hangar. This is all kind of old school. Now down here on these cards, these are all the things that were awarded to me as prizes or gifts or doing events or something like this. And the most recent thing that I got awarded was this Crusader August 3rd. And then if I opened it up, it tells me what I received. Like I got a laser pistol, I got core armor, and that's all armor right there. Before that, I got 3 items, which was the multi-tool and a jumpsuit and a Crusader hat. Then there's the Microtech one, right? And then you keep scrolling. And apparently I've got a 10% discount code right here that I could probably use. So there's a paint. Now this, you can, if you buy paints, they go in your hangar. If you are awarded paints because of a best in show or something like that, like because I attended the IAE and participated in some little quest or something like that, I got like a shirt and a hat, and then the Luminalia, which is like Christmas, the 10 days Christmas or whatever. You get a little gift for each one of those. Um, but my point, I'm trying to get to a point. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Um, oh yeah, I did the academy. Let's jump to the end. The reason why I'm jumping to the end is because that's where my ships are. I bought a Hornet a million years ago. Okay, what, 2013? You can see it right there, November 2013. That's when I bought the Hornet. I bought the Retaliator actually 7 days before that. Looks like. Okay, so I upgraded this Retaliator with LTI lifetime insurance to the Carrack. Okay, and I upgraded my Hornet to the Sabre. So I have the Sabre and I have a Carrack. But I also had, I don't remember what it was, but I upgraded it to the Zeus. So, like, hypothetically, let's say I took this Hornet and I can gift it or I can exchange it. So I can give this to somebody, right? But I don't really want to do that because this is where my game package is. Right? So I'm not gonna gift this to somebody or exchange it. So an exchange gives me my money back. A gift transfers it to another account. But if I exchange it, I don't get dollars. I get store credit. Right? So going back to my store credit, my $13, I could up it, and then I can turn around and use that store credit to buy a ship. See, it talks about I get to play in the Alpha. I get Squadron 42. I get Star Citizen. Everybody gets the digital map. If you're curious, I can show you that map. It's a website you go to. But and I get an Aero View hangar, which again, that's legacy. They don't do that anymore. And that's the Hornet. So I definitely don't want to get rid of my Hornet. The Retaliator is now my Carrack. But it comes with lifetime insurance. And I named it the Resolute Lion. And it comes with a little model that you can put, and a poster a Retaliator poster, and because remember, this used to be a Retaliator, but I changed it into a Carrack. Now I could easily drop this Carrack. I don't know if I want to though. And if you remember, it said it gave me what, $600 store credit. I could use that to buy other ships, but I don't want to. Okay, let's get back to the account. So it give me that store credit. So now, if you use the store credit in the pledge store, you don't get. It's not full value. They have something called a war bond and a something else, but when you're paying dollars with real money, you get a discount. I don't know how much it is, 10%, something like that. Yeah, it's close to 10%, I think. So if you see a ship on there that's like $100 and you're like, oh man, I'll just use store credit. Well, understand that it's probably going to cost you about 110 in store credit. So just so you know. I think, let me double check that. Shop, pledge store. Let's just let's just pretend like I wanted to buy a motorcycle, right? A ground vehicle, right? Or better yet, let's say, yeah. How about the Pulse? It's $30. Well, this is only $15. I already have one of these though. But let's say I wanted to buy the Pulse. $30, but it says view offers. Standalone, $30. Or I could upgrade it, right? This includes a hanger. No, it doesn't. It doesn't include any of that. It includes the ship. That's all it includes. This pledge does not include access to Star Citizen, right? Be careful. And then I can pick a paint scheme if I wanted, and like Crossfire or Nightmare, whatever. You don't have to choose that. It'll come with a generic paint. But if you want to, it's only like $5, $3, whatever. So let's leave it at its $30. Let's go to add cart. I'm not going to buy it. I better not. Oh, maybe I gotta. There we go. I clicked on the cart. Okay. Add store credit. You currently have 1380. Okay, so maybe I'm a little bit mistaken. Remove all items, yeah. Confirm. I have a feeling that when it generates store credit, remember it's based on value. So the value is actually less than what people would pay for it. That's probably what it is. You get the full amount in store credit, but it's not the same as if you had paid real money. Something like that. Okay, well, that's that. Let's go ahead and enough of the marketing lesson. Let's go ahead and see if we can't run one more mission. I hope that helps out. Sean, I hope that helps you out quite a bit. Because I know you've been looking at this game for a while and you just haven't decided to pull the trigger yet. Which is something I could do. I could go on a combat mission. Maybe I go on, depending on my FPS, I might just do that and not worry about a cargo. I need to improve my reputation with the Mercenaries Guild. I don't really have to. Or I could try to do cargo. Okay, I'm gonna give it a second, but it's showing a really good FPS. Okay, now it's normalized. But it's actually still pretty good though. I mean, I'm pretty smooth. I don't think there's anything I need to buy. Let's check these missions that are contracts that are available right now. I could do just a regular old hauling mission, but I don't want to do that. If I'm going to haul, I'm going to try to do these resources. And there's Wicklow. We can go visit Wicklow. But I've never been to a Wicklow. Cull invasive creatures. Intensive eradication effort. Native plants are on the verge of collapse. Nope. Ship under attack. I can grab like a fighter or something and go up there and deal with that. What are all these Foxwells? These are like super cheap, 17 and no details. Or we could do resources. Oh, there's 10 there. $150. But I'm more concerned about the tonnage. One of our transports was recently attacked by outlaws, and while we're relieved that the crew was spared, the cargo was stolen. Got to get it back. A derelict outpost. You'll be able to recover all the cargo, but considering how dangerous the situation is, we will offer partial payment for whatever you're able to retrieve. Well, take it. Let's go see this. Watch there be like a bunch of enemies that I gotta kill. And then the freight elevator doesn't work. Guess we'll see. Okay, do I have med pens? I have some med pens. Okay. Well, before I make this call, I'm going to verify. I've got 4 extra mags. Well, we're going to change that right away. I won't need this big cargo gun. Don't think I'll need 21 mags. I'm gonna take a sniper rifle. And I could take like a railgun, missile launcher. And I've got this sniper rifle. I don't even know what this is. It's a lightning bolt electric sniper rifle. No. Sounds cool, but no, not gonna take that. I want my arrowhead. There it is. And there you go. It swapped out for the 16 times and there we go. So far so good. What is this? Microtech laser shotgun. I think I want to take that too. I want to take it all. But I'm not. I'm going to go with what I know. Okay. So, you know what I didn't look for? I didn't look for med pens. That's all right. Let's switch the destination to my backpack. And what am I going to put in my backpack? I'm not putting any of these tables in my backpack. Come on now. What's going on? Med pen. Buy. A taste of freedom. You heard that, right? Okay. How about some Smoltz beer? Or how about... I want something to eat, not just drink. There's a chocolate bar. There's a snaggy stick. You gotta have something. Oh, okay. Godmother sandwich. Doesn't look too bad. I can't read this. Layers of cured meats, blah, blah, blah. Am I still in the backpack? I am. Stock up on a bunch of sandwiches. Okay, so I got sandwiches, I got drinks, I got med pens, I got magazines. I am ready to go shoot some guys in the face. Look at my hydration level. I'm doing pretty bad on that. got a broken wrist. Okay, 70%. Not bad. Let's put that helmet back on. There we go. Go to Yella Derelict Outpost. I've got to be able to pick up cargo, right? That's the whole reason why I'm going there, to retrieve stolen cargo. And how many tons did they say it was? I don't care. I can only take as much as I can take. Can you sell your ship to other players, bargain with actual players as well as... Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like you said, I've got that option to transfer it to their account, right? To gift it to them. I could just say, you know, here's my PayPal, pay me this, and I'll transfer it.
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
There are some marketplace websites out there that you can sell your ships and buy ships from that is not the actual company.
Careful, doors are now closing.
They might have ships that are no longer available or are out of the rotation. So like if you wanted one of the Van Duel ships, you could go to these marketplaces and they might have one. The Van Duel is the enemy alien race. There are Van Duel ships that have been refitted for human use. So you can, if you wanted to, you could buy one of those on the marketplace, because I don't think they sell it on the website. But when the IAE appears, and that's usually around November, you got October, and then October is the birthday CitizenCon, usually around October 20th or so. That's their anniversary. And then November, I think they have the IAE, which is the International Aerospace Expo. When you go in-game, when you take your character to the IAE, you can click on, and they show off every single ship in the game. You can buy it there. So if you could wait, then you could buy it at the IAE. No worries. It's the cables, right? Come on, I can't even turn around. Okay. I was having a hard time spinning around. No, that's half of the reason why I stream, is to help people that have questions. Since you saw the first day that I bought a ship, right? I didn't realize it was that long ago. I bought my Hornet in November 2013. Wow.
Be sure to explore all New Babbage has to offer. Whether it's the latest in cutting-edge technology or the beauty of our award-winning gardens, this city of tomorrow has a lot going on today.
Okay, you know the voice that you just heard? That announcer lady? Her, not him.
Are you? Join us in being part of the solution by fulfilling contracts to gather and deliver the vital resources needed to address the issue. Only by working together can we find a solution to this crisis.
I got close to the speaker so it was clearer. But no, her name, the person, the real person's name is this one.
The Empire's leader in cutting-edge technology, where creative innovation meets innovative creativity.
I want to say Rambo, but that's not right. It's something like that. It's like Melissa Rambeau or something. I'm probably getting it all
All
wrong.
officers at Microtech. Welcome to the new Babbage Interstellar Spaceport.
She actually has played Star Citizen a couple of times. I don't know how, and streamed it. I don't know if she plays it on a regular. I want to say Rambo, Thibodeau, something like that. I think I'm just gonna take my cargo ship, the only one I really have.
Welcome to the ASOS
I could take my
vehicle retrieval
Carrack,
system.
right? I'd have to claim it because it's all the way on Crusader. I'm getting ready to head out to Crusader anyway. See, there's my Ursa, my Gray Cat. Those are pieces of junk.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
The Ursa's okay as a transport, but not. It won't fit on this ship. But and the Gray Cat, all that is a. It's like a golf cart. That's all it is. I've thought about pulling it up and parking it over here, so I can ride it back and forth. Oh, in the next patch, where's my ship? In the next patch, when you spawn into your zone, you'll actually spawn in the hangar. You won't have to get out of your bed and go to the tram station. Suck it. Just checking to make sure I've got everything. Okay. Have everything. This pays 150K. This is one of those missions I probably should have, like, a squad with me. And then we split the 150.
Welcome to Robin Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check. Takeoff complete.
Okay. Just getting that ready. Okay, hold on now. It's got some gimbaling. All right.
You are clear to launch.
You see my guns moving around? They're also bringing back snow.
Landing gear raised. Thank you, and please visit again. Shields are off.
Microtech, I gotta get to 11.5 before I could jump. We're at 4. We are at 16. Oh yeah, we're good. We're all about it. Oh wait, let's just go ahead and plot a course. Ooh, I don't have enough fuel? No, what is this telling me? Wow, okay, I don't have enough. I don't have enough fuel. I've been burning through my fuel, like, apparently. Okay, I can get there. Let's go to Glen Station. Or beautiful Glen, I should say. What's my quantum fuel? 500. Oh my gosh, I have been burning through it.
Quantum drive is now on.
That's another thing. Exploration ships usually have bigger quantum fuel tanks. So they sacrifice the cargo for the extra fuel so that you can do more, exploring outside of civilization. Now, I was planning on playing some Skyrim tonight, and I still am, but I'm not going to until after I complete this mission. Or if the elevator doesn't work. Or if I get killed.
quantum fuel level is low.
Yes, it is. We are at 156. But once I get within a reasonable distance, oh my gosh, we're under 100. We're at 3 gigameters. I don't know what my fuel to gigameters are. I'm looking back and forth, looking back and forth. Bang. Okay. Oof. Oh, we're at millions. No.
Quantum drive is now off.
Okay. 23 kilometers, and I am down to 54K on the quantum fuel meter. Okay, well, luckily, now I'm using hydrogen. H2 is what I'm using now. Come on, beautiful Glenn. It's actually a nice looking little space station out here.
Shields are on.
Oh, there I am.
Landing gear deployed.
Little force field bump there.
Landing complete. Engines are off.
Like there's some repairs that could be done. If it says 1K. Nope, just 1.
Engines are on. Quantum fuel is at 100%. Takeoff complete. Landing gear. Shields are off. Quantum drive is now on.
All right, that was a quick pop off of the fuel tanks. Hopefully I don't have to do any dogfighting. I'm not really ready for that. I want to land, get out, and just shoot people in the face. Okay, we're gonna go with my Welch's mixed fruit snacks.
Quantum drive is now off.
Mining base.
Quantum drive is now on.
Thought it was a moon.
Quantum drive is now off.
Yeah, it's on yellow. Yeah, it's not even right.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
No.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on.
Go to yellow derelict outpost.
Quantum drive is now off.
I'm about to mix it up. Okay. None of the turrets have started shooting at me. Uh-oh. What, I wonder what the range is of the turrets. I'm going right at one. Well, how far do you think I should park? Well, they haven't started shooting at me, so I was thinking about parking down inside one of these craters. That was a little low. How about this hill?
Landing complete. Engines are off.
Hostile territory. Lead helmet on. Armor on. Weapons ready. There's one of my cargo boxes. It definitely does look like an abandoned outpost. Oh, like, is that a dude right there? Do I see a dude? No, I don't see a dude. There's got to be people walking around out there somewhere. No. What I'm saying is, wonder if they're inside a ship or inside the building. Got a spotlight pointing the other direction, which I think is kind of a nice. Wonder if I could have just flown up here, landed, and started taking cargo. Got to be inside that building. You would think they would have somebody outside. I think I'm carrying enough ammo. What do you guys think? I wonder if I could just take cargo without attracting any attention. I didn't look to see if I had any low light scopes. Okay, I got a plan. It involves flying my ship in a little bit closer. Work smarter, not harder. I think I can fly from over there. Nah, we'll just go in the main. We'll go in the main thingamajig. Because I am gonna switch seats to that seat because it has the tractor beam.
Engines are on. Takeoff complete.
Not shooting at me. I don't want to open the exterior from the cockpit. I think I can fly the ship from here.
Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
Get over here. I hate this tractor beam, just FYI, just letting everybody know. Because it moves too fast. Is that back all the way? It's not. Now it is. Even if this is all the cargo that I was able to pick up, it's still more than going to the freight elevator. And it's more exciting. Did they say there was 10 boxes that I needed to pick up? It wants to snap. Wait, how do I get it to go to the left? Wait, what's going on? Oh, I can fly. Okay. Yeah, why did it reset itself like that? Doesn't matter. Okay, those arrows are pointing backwards, but that's because it's in my aft cargo. Is somebody shooting at me? Is there a guy like right there? I was thinking I'd take this box and like spank him over the head with it. Come on, stop moving around. Whatever. Watch this. We probably are taking a lot of damage. I can't shoot it down. Please back up. Back up some more. Okay, never mind. I thought that gun could shoot straight down. That's with me, buddy. I'm pulling out the big guns. If I could just aim. Giving him a smoke screen. And the convergence is what's killing me. Not them, apparently. Okay, I got him. And he's got a backpack on. And now that they came out and harassed me, I was thinking maybe I can go in and land and walk around, but I don't think I can take very many more of these boxes anyway because a cargo hold is not big enough. Yeah, why is this not working? No! No, no, no! I did something stupid. I turned off my engines and then turned them right back on once I realized I was falling out of the sky. Okay. I think I'm gonna land. I'm gonna see if I can, before I do that, I'm gonna see if there's a way for me to get one more box in the cargo hold. Oh yeah, definitely. Hell yes. What? No, don't snap. Keeps getting caught right there. A little bit of manipulating and now. Okay, no snap. Oh, somebody else is shooting. Okay. Ah, there he is. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Did I get him? I think I got him. See, it's how you stay safe, right? So they don't sneak up on you. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, I should be able to get all the boxes that they have available here. I thought. Snag. Oh. There we go. Not you. Yeah, I'm trapped. The only way I can move any more boxes is if I land. So that's the plan. We're gonna land. Hate to say it. It says resources recovered 100%. Oh, we have? Let me scan the complex. Yeah, there's a couple more right there. Is that a flashlight moving around? That looks like a sniper rifle too. Alright, well, I'm doing it. Going for maximum cargo. This is... I could fly off and get my reward, but... There's a guy getting on my ship. There's another guy right there. Can't get to the friggin' button. Whoa. Did he not see me standing there? They must respawn like a lot. I'm gonna block myself in. I don't want to do that though. It's not what I wanted. Just in case somebody came on board. I could put one more box right here. I'm gonna scoot this box back. Have to get out to get to the front. I blocked myself in. I know, I'm the worst kind of person. Get in there. Get in. Get. Am I injured? Oh, I should be good. I had to leave one box behind. Because my ship... What? I could have swore I hit close. Okay, watch this. Alright.
Takeoff complete. Landing gear raised. Shields are off.
Didn't have to worry about a cargo elevator. What is all of this? Okay, hold on. Doesn't it just say return it to the... When you safely transport it to a freight elevator at Orison or Seraphim. Okay. Well, that's where we're going then. Right there. Nice.
Throttle drive is now on.
I wonder how many tons that is. It's more than 4 per. It's like 8 per.
Drive is now off. Bottom drive is now on. Bottom drive is now off.
So if it's 8 times 10, which I think I got more than 10, but if I got 10, that would be 80. That's actually pretty good load.
Shields are on.
About to run into something? This ring. Is it closing? Try again.
Landing gear raised. Landing gear deployed.
Let's not hit the billboard. Considered bad form.
Engines are off.
All right. So let's count this as we unload it. Let's see what I got out of this deal. I wish I could have hung around and looted all those bodies, but I'm so desperate to get the cargo because I ran into too many freight elevator issues, you know? Hey, I was able to use the ladder. It didn't brick on me. If it had bricked, I would have been... No, that's not true. I could have got out the side door. This thing's got 3 ways in and out. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, these are 8 boxes. One. Might have to place them a little bit more. Ooh, ah, ah, ah. Three. Okay, I might have only got 10. There's 4. Five. Blah, blah. X. Seven. Oh yeah, the body. Eight. We got the 8. Looks like 9's all I got. Nine. An AO3, which is not that great of a sniper rifle. Take my sniper rifle. And then let's take this sniper rifle. Doesn't even have a sniper scope. It's got a red dot. Well, I can loot one person. He's got grenades, that's good. Got modified armor. How come that didn't take any of that off of him? There should be boxes piled up. Try that again. Then it puts it right back on him. Worry about him later. Let's get this cargo. So instead of it being 80, it's 72? 72 is still a good amount. Look at all that. Trying to get rid of all this cargo and hopefully they'll accept it. I don't really know where this cargo came from. It's got to go up and then back down to the warehouse. Please accept all that. Only thing I should have left is a suit and a helmet. Nope. Select all. Minus those two. Move to the elevator. Raise it up. See, this elevator, this area is called Selfland. So this hangar is like a Selfland hangar. Okay, now we're stuck in a transferring loop. I'm not sure why it's marked. Okay. says resource recovered. Now it says 10%. Oh, okay. Well, because the other amount's been turned in. Hopefully. I don't know where I was. I was over 311. I'm not sure if it's giving me credit for this. I don't want to abandon it. Go to Yellow, recover the stolen resources. I did. And I turned them in. Yeah, I don't know where all this cargo came from. I'm looking for anything that's stacked. Looks like all the stacks have been cleaned. Okay, let's try that. Now it's showing it in the inventory or down here. Should be able to, I should have gotten credit for that. Still showing that I not recovered the stolen resources. when I was there, it said 100%. Guess what? That's it. We're calling it. I'm going to switch to Skyrim. Give me about 5 minutes and I'll be swapped over. Thanks for hanging out with me, playing some Star Citizen, trying to get some more tonnage. Otherwise, I will see you in just like a few minutes if you want to stick around. Don't stay because this stream's going to end and a new one's going to start. All right, I'll see you in just a second.
Greetings, citizens. This is Lieutenant Commander Mr. Everything coming at you with an important announcement from the UEE Navy. The 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron, the Lions, is recruiting. Be a part of something great. Join now. We are looking for new and veteran players. The 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron is a UEE Navy carrier-based squadron. If you're looking for a disciplined, well-trained unit, join now. Not only do we want combat professions, but we need first-person marine experts, merchants, miners, salvage. All professions are welcome in the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. Our mission is to protect the UEE and its citizens.